Yeah. What's up, guys? Welcome back to another day trading video, and today we're going to go back into the basics like previous videos and go over patterns. All right, patterns are essential in day trading. Some people can use it as strategies, but I wouldn't recommend it. All right, you can use it as future predictions, but not as a strategy overall. Just that's it. Like you can't use it. You can't use patterns and that's it. You have to use fundamental analysis, technical analysis, all that analysis. All right, but it's important to learn patterns, so that's what exactly what I'm teaching. All right, so we have to understand what are patterns. Very simple. Patterns are shapes and or setups you can see on the chart to predict future movement. Now, these patterns, these shapes help you predict future movement, but you have to understand that the market is unpredictable. Very, very unpredictable. So unpredictable. No one can predict the future. No one. And and that's the exact same for trading. You can predict future outcomes, but not the future overall. It's very different, very hard to understand, but you have to understand that it will not always be accurate. All right, just because you see this pattern doesn't mean it's always going to play out to that pattern. Yes, one day it might play out, but the next day it won't even happen at all, and that is patterns. All right, they're created, and how do we create these patterns? We create it by connecting key points or lines like highs and lows. So if you see this higher high, this lower high, you connect them. You can see higher low, higher low, higher low, lower high, lower high. You can see that it's forming a pattern of a downtrend, or you lower, higher high, higher high, lower high, lower high. You can see this pattern of an uptrend. All right. So they're connecting higher lows or key points, which is a big part in technical analysis, connecting these highs and lows. And this overall just helps you grow an eye for the market. All right. You have to grow that eye. So once you see that pattern, once you start seeing it again and again and again, you won't even need to be spotting, you won't even need to be drawing lines on the chart. You'll be spotting it like that. You'll be a true trader. A true trader will look at the charts for like 5 seconds. I see like 5 patterns right there. Easy. You have to become a pro. Pro is growing an eye for this. You have to learn, keep learning, and know what you're seeing. All right, so that is patterns. Now you can look up on the internet different kind of patterns. Now you can look up online and see different kind of patterns. So I'll draw some right now. Erase this. You can see, let's say, a head and shoulders pattern. So this is where you can see this higher high, and this higher high, but then it becomes a higher low. You can see this low, this higher low, and you can see this equal to equal to or relatively equal to low again, and this lower low. You can see this kind of form like a head and shoulders, like a person. That very inappropriate actually. Let's try to draw that a little bit better. There we go. That's it. Better, way better. All right, you can see shoulders and the head. So if you see this pattern, what's most likely going to happen is the stock is just going to drop right there. That is one pattern. Let's see another pattern. We have the bull slug pattern, where stock is just going up and then goes down. Then it just starts to range. No, then it starts to form a downtrend a bit, and then just completely breaks out. So you can see right here, this is the flag, and this is the pole of that flag. All right, we see lower high, lower high, lower high, lower low, lower low, lower low. All right, and then that next one, which that next leg that forms up, when it breaks that pattern, you can see that either a retest happened or it just skyrockets. It skyrockets back up. Now, most likely, what's going to happen is a retest. So it's going to break out the pattern, retest it, and then break out right there. One more pattern I can give you is just a ranging pattern, all right, where we have a support and resistance, what I did teach you last time, where it's just ranging between a support and resistance, and it either breaks out the resistance and retest, or breaks out the support and retest and goes all the way down. That's another pattern. So if you see the market just ranging within this box, draw the support and resistance, see which one it breaks out of, look for the retest, and then boom, you'll be able to see future patterns in the market. Now, it's important to note that, like I said, they're not always accurate. Now, let's get over trends and market conditions. All right, we already know the basic trends. We have an uptrend formed by higher highs. Oh no, sorry, that's right there. Lower highs, lower high, higher low. No, sorry, higher low. I'm completely wrong about that. Formed by higher low, higher low, higher low, and higher high, higher high, and higher high. That is an uptrend. All right. Now we have a downtrend, which formed by lower lows and higher lower highs, lower highs, and lower highs. All right. Both trends, uptrend and downtrend. Now we have different kind of market conditions, ways the market can move. There are four ways the market can be moving. We have what's called a ranging market, where this market is just moving in within the box. No complete analysis on where it could go in the future. All right, could it go to the upside? We don't know. This is not telling us that it can go up. Is it telling us it's going to go down? We don't know. It's not, nowhere in this is it telling us that it could be going down. All right. For that to happen, we need consistent lower lows or higher highs for it to be uptrend or downtrend. So what we call it is just ranging. We're just moving in a straight line, kind of like a barcode. So when people see a ranging market, they just, for the funds of it, they call it a barcode. Because how does a barcode look like? Just straight lines within a box. So people just call it a barcode because how is the stock moving? See, this is the barcode, and this is stock. They're almost similar. All right. The only difference is the barcode is not connected in the lines, but the stock is. But it still looks like a barcode. So when it's ranging, people like to say joke around, like to joke around and say it was just moving in a barcode. Like we're just seeing barcodes right now. Another market condition is breaking out. All right, is when we had this uptrend or downtrend. Sorry, that's downtrend or uptrend or ranging, and it just completely goes the opposite way. So for a downtrend, it's supposed to be continuing a downtrend, but a breakout happened and it just went all the way up. For an uptrend, it's supposed to be going all the way up, but a breakout just happened and went all the way down. That just broke out the trend. These two. And for ranging, it's either gonna blow up all the way up or blow all the way down, because it's supposed to be continuing ranging, supposed to just go straight in a line, go straight barcode right there. But a breakout just happened and it either goes all the way up to the upside or all the way to the downside. All right. Now we have pulling back. All right, pulling back is very simple. We're in an uptrend and it pulls back a little, goes all the way again, pull back. Pullbacks are just like these little come back down here to the opposite way just for a little bit. All right, so we're supposed to be going all the way up, but a pullback happens and say, let's pull you down a little bit. Boom. All right, but the stock of the price, the stock of the price is like, no, we're going to continue up. The pullback, it says, nope, come a little bit down again. We just have these pullbacks, it happens a lot in the stock. And then we have a reversal. A complete reversal the reversal is complete reverse of the stock. All right, very simple. We're in an uptrend. A reversal. What's the opposite of uptrend? Downtrend. A reversal just happened right there, kind of like a mountain. Right there, you can see that. We're in a downtrend. We're supposed to be continuing a downtrend, but the reverse happened. What's the reverse of a downtrend and uptrend? A complete uptrend just happened. Look at that reversal. It's like kind of like a V. The last one was like a mountain. This is like a V, or upside down mountain. Whatever you want. So 4 ways the stock can be moving. It's important to note these, see how each one moves, and with that you can see patterns on what could happen next. So, and if you see patterns on what could happen next, and you know what's gonna happen, what are you most likely gonna do? Bet on the outcome that's most predictable. Bet on the outcome that's most likely gonna happen. Not always. You cannot predict the market. These tools, you cannot tell the future of the market. These tools help you predict the market, not tell the future of it. So yeah, that's it for today's video, guys. I know it's quick, fast paced, but try to keep up. Let's go. Gotta be fast. Trust me, with stocks, you have to be quick. The price of the stock can move either like this or like that, up or down within a second. All right, we had CPI on Friday, and if anyone saw the charts, if you were to go to NASDAQ or ES or something like that, any other stock, you could see that, boom, it blew up. I think GPY, yeah, it happened on GPY. I'm not sure if it did, but definitely happened on NASDAQ, and you can see that it just boomed up, and that was within less than a second. All right, it just boomed up all the way up. But that's it for today's video, guys. Remember, gotta be quick. But yeah, that's it for today's video, guys. If you like the video, please like, comment, subscribe, share with all your friends. Please leave the comments. If you have any questions like, whoa, he's going way too fast, then just tell me. Just leave in the comments. Hey man, I like the videos, but can you slow down? You don't even have to say if you like the video, but just say, hey man, can you just slow it down a bit, and I'll do that. But yeah, that's it for today's video, guys. So share with all your friends. If you like the video, please comment, like, subscribe, ring the bell so you don't miss any future videos, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.